There's not a lot you can do without money. It's one of the core pillars of any economy and keeps everything moving at a steady pace. However, in a digital age, keeping that money secure can be difficult. With a lot of finance moving away from physical items like banknotes or stock certificates to digital ledgers and portfolios, many cybercriminals are looking for ways to steal money or other important financial data. Therefore, it's essential that data is kept secure. And in this episode of Cyber Careers Revealed, we sit down with a few cybersecurity personnel at Raymond James to learn how they keep their clients secure. Find out that and more coming up.
In the world of cybersecurity, there's infinite opportunities. Meet some of the industry's best on this episode of Cyber Careers Revealed.
My name is Evan Hulse. I'm a Senior Information Security Risk Analyst at Raymond James on the Security Assurance Testing Team. On the Security Assurance Testing Team, we are essentially the penetration testing team. We work with third-party vendors and do a little bit of internal testing to pen test globally across Raymond James. This is web application pen tests, purple teams, red teams, internal targeted adversarial pen tests, everything. Every day is different. You learn a lot about different environments, systems. You communicate with a bunch of different teams, so you get a lot of visibility. And you're doing a good for Raymond James and its applications and its data. So you're protecting it not directly as a first line defense, but proactively. Pen tester, they look at specific environments, web applications, and try to look at it as an adversary would and uncover vulnerabilities so that we can get ahead and remediate those vulnerabilities before an attacker would be able to exploit those and possibly get into our environment and uncover sensitive data.
We were also fortunate to meet some of the frontline cybersecurity engineers that respond to attacks as they come in.
My name is Christian Passaro. I am an incident response analyst at Raymond James.
My name is Ivan Marchani, and I work in the Security Orchestration Automation Response, or SOAR engineer. My coolest part of the job, I would say, when we are programming and scripting automations, I think the best part is after you're constantly testing and actually you see results that works. I think that's like the day I feel like, wow, it's really cool to see the results you're getting in. So if we are doing any automation to integrate another technology to bring in data to our ticketing system and see the output of results, I think it feels like a good feeling where thanks to our technology, we're able to streamline that process. And when incident response are doing any automation workflows, or they need to kick off a compromised machine that they need to take down the user, revoke any session from their technology that's trying to gain access to the environments, then we see the results directly in our ticketing system where we can view what exactly happened. And I think that's just a great feeling where we're able to stop any further bleeding into our environment where the threat actor could have potentially caused more impactful threats to our firm.
Threat actors we normally see are financially motivated individuals, and financially motivated individuals are usually sponsored by countries, states. It could be an organization like Anonymous, maybe you've heard of them, that will come in with a lot of money and resources to make a sophisticated attack against us. We see those having the biggest impact on us. A very fulfilling and interesting part about the job is when we get attribution to who's actually the threat actor on the other side. So as a last line of defense in incident response, an attack may come through our layers of defense, come to my desk, and when I look at it, I may realize through my investigation that, hey, this is somebody that maybe is a North Korean threat actor. I will pass that information off to our intel team. The intel team has connections with the FBI and other government agencies, and they can actually attribute a true threat actor to an attack. And it's really exciting and fulfilling when we get to go full circle and have the threat actor actually potentially be arrested or have some kind of action against them.
As far as qualification and training education, I will say certification is a must to have in the cybersecurity realm. So, and myself, I got exposure to learn any cybersecurity certifications, so learning incident response, learning coding, let's say like Python coding or any programming language is essential to know, and as well understanding the concepts of Windows security and Linux security environments certifications, and as well as introduction of penetration testing or ethical hacking, where you learn about the basics, penetration testing tools that you can learn. And so those certification has streamlined become a subject matter experts in those areas that allow me to observe that knowledge and be able to deliver my results, what I do in my role today.
Yeah, similar to what Ivan said, like certifications are huge. You know, essentially not everything, but a lot of what I've learned is through certifications. So in the IT realm in general, specifically cybersecurity, it's very important for your own professional development and own learning, and to keep up with the cybersecurity curve, I guess. You should constantly be learning and getting certifications to tailor your knowledge and certifications to what you're doing. So yeah, so a lot of it I learned was through certifications, and then just working on the job and learning from others.
Probably contrary to popular belief, cybersecurity is really a team sport. And so with that being said, you can't rely on an incident response analyst to do everything. If we did that, what would happen is we would have detections that fire that have too much noise, and because of that volume, we have a separate team that will take the indicators of that attack and tune it out so that we're not getting noise from the threats that we're seeing. And like I was mentioning before, if we have a sophisticated threat actor that we want to find attribution to, we have an entire intelligence team, and their job is dedicated to researching that. So it's really a team sport and a team collaboration, and it's very important in cybersecurity.
Have you always been interested in cybersecurity? When you were little, did you think one day I want to work with computers and cyber?
Actually, well, I always like computers, but no, because I started off as a finance major. And kind of through my path, I realized I like data a lot, and my background is actually data science. Cybersecurity I learned all through here. So I started off, interned in the command center as a data science or data analyst, and through connections kind of made my way into the information security realm and learned all of my cybersecurity, information security knowledge here at Raymond James.
So this is a good career path for a student because it gives the opportunity to get hands-on experience in the work that you do. So you get a little exposure about hands-on experience like command lines, whether you're learning Windows or Linux environment. You learn about programming language or any programming of your desire to script automation to remove any manual processes. It also gives you the ability to look at other technologies and integrations that we have, such as firewalls, or intrusion detections, or antiviruses, or SIM logs, and as well as ingesting data to an enterprise ticketing system to look at our system data, what is exactly we're looking into, and then how we can do containment actions based on how confident you are in the investigation you're doing.
Yeah, you have to have a drive for constantly learning. Similar to what I said earlier, you got to have a hunger for the certifications. It's similar to taking any class. You have a test at the end to say yes, you passed or failed to achieve that certification. And then kind of on that same point, you just have to be willing to learn constantly. The cybersecurity is always changing, evolving, so you have to get ahead of the curve.